Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're Hey Alexa. I'm Ryan, this is Michelle, and we are a millennial couple that is on a journey out of debt. We believe that financial literacy is the first step to your dream life. Today we're in the middle of spring cleaning, which brings us to Norwex. And is it worth it?
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Michelle.
This is Thor.
And we're a millennial couple trying to live on one salary
And get out of debt
while still living a content lifestyle.
Join us in our journey as we live lux on less.
Just so everyone is clear, I do sell Norwex. I've been using it for many years. Michelle, why do you think Norwex is worth it? And although some of the products are a little pricey, the thing that I love about them is that they're an investment and then that they actually do save you money in the long run. And on top of that, they save you time. And there's no chemical product involved, and it cleans through silvers. For instance, you can technically clean your entire house with 2 things. 3 if you want to get real technical. This is an EnviroCloth. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see this is the texture. So it's a microfiber cloth. Michelle, I can buy my microfiber anywhere. Sure you can, but this one has backlock technology, and that backlock technology is simply silver that has been woven into the fibers of the cloth. It also is a super strong cloth, so when you wipe it down, it picks up all the dirt off of the surface, and then you can rinse it out. That activates your silver, and then you can just use this little branded strap thing, and you can hang it.
Which is honestly like incredibly life-giving. Quick question. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So how does Norwex stand up though to like the cleanliness of, say, a Clorox wipe, like as far as killing germs?
So that's a complicated question, but I'm glad you asked it. So the biggest thing is it's going to pick up any bacteria off of your surface. Viruses are a little bit different, so it is going to Clorox disinfects, but you have to use it. I don't know if everyone knows this. I don't know if you know this, but you actually have to use the Clorox wipe in for a certain amount of time. Oftentimes it's anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, any of those different products, and you have to be using it on the same surface for those 3 to 10 minutes. The difference with Norwex is that instead of it being spread in a circular, or I typically wipe like this, instead of doing that, so you're spreading all of the bacteria and the grime away, even though you're probably picking some of it up, you're spreading it out mostly. The difference would be with this, you're picking it up. So it's really living in the cloth, and you do want to rinse it out, make sure it's all gone. And then the misconception is that the cloth just magically cleans itself. You want to rinse it all out. You want to get it all good and rinsed out, rubbing the cloth together to activate that silver that's inside of there, because bacteria cannot live in the face of silver. That's why they use it on burn victims.
So it's still going to pick up just as much of the bacteria that Clorox is killing.
Yes, and Clorox, oftentimes I would argue that we're probably not using Clorox right. And there's more harm in using those products because then we're breathing in all of those chemicals, whereas this is not going to be giving off chemicals. The other product that I was going to talk about is the window cloths. So these 2 products, technically you can clean your whole house with. You can use this as a dry cloth and dust. You can get it wet. That's all you really need to do is get it wet, wipe down a surface, even a mirror, and then you're gonna get all the bacteria off the mirror. It's still gonna be like wet and streaky, and that's where this guy comes in. You're just gonna fold it, wipe down your mirror, and then you have a streak-free shine. You can also use this on windows, anything you would use like Windex on. So technically you can clean your whole house with this. I know that sounds a little disgusting, but once once one side's dirty, you can literally fold it over, and then you can go to the next side, and it does not transfer the bacteria from side to side, which normally a paper towel, a Clorox wipe is going to pick up the bacteria and then spread it to the next surface.
And how much is it for those 2 cloths? If someone was like, hey, I'm on a strict budget,
this is all I can afford. You can buy all of this individually, but these 2 come in a set, and the set is for literally these 2 products. It's $35.99 plus shipping and handling, of course, and your taxes. So roughly $40. Here's the craziest part is these last 20 years if they're cared for correctly. I will say there is a little care involved, right? Like you can't just like keep it wadded up like wet like this on the counter. You're not gonna want to do that. But if you're just like using it and then hanging it up with the little loop like we talked about, it's not going to be an issue. And then you can also, you want to make sure to clean it with the Ultra Power Plus, which is laundry detergent. So you can just put this in your washer with all of the Norwex cloths, and then it's super easy to take care of from there. The laundry detergent doesn't have any fillers, and I was appalled to find out that there's like a lot of like animal byproduct. There's a lot of stuff in our like laundry detergent. I mean, like I introduced this to you when you were a single dude. What was your perspective on that?
Honestly, my
you were
biggest
skeptical,
like,
right?
Yeah, I was skeptical because of the price. Although honestly, it wasn't as expensive as I thought it would be. I always would just take like whatever my dish rag was, and I would clean all the surfaces with that, which is like such a pain. Because if you're gonna do it right, you gotta make sure that you rinse it off and get all the gross stuff off of your dishes, or off of it from doing dishes. Then you put a little bit of soap on it, but not too much because you don't want to spread soap everywhere. Then you wipe all of the counters down. Then you gotta rinse it out really good so you can like rinse the counters down. So you wipe them down like 5 times to get like all the soap off the counters. And then you still probably just wiped a bunch of like dirt all over the place and gross stuff. So to be able to just pick up a cloth, wet it, not have to worry about the soap at all, and just, you know, wipe down all the counters and then rinse it off, hang it up, it's incredible, honestly. It's great.
Yeah.
And the first thing I bought with Norwex was this guy with the little scrubber in the corner. It's great.
So I guess the next thing we'll talk about is the kitchen cloths. So this one, look, it's the same thing, right? It's an Enviro cloth, but the ridges are different. So these are much smaller than these right here. And the cool thing about that is that the ridges actually pick up like crumbs and leftovers that happen in the kitchen. Let's talk about that for a second. No one wants to see that. And this makes it super easy. They come in packs of 3. And we have several of these, and we just like rotate through them. When one's dirty, we just throw it in the hamper. The other one comes out. It's super easy peasy, and they have matching towels actually too. So when you're
nobody told me about this.
So when you're like drying your dishes, you can like dry them with the Norwex towel or with your hands, or like you're wanting to taste something with a spoon, then you can like wipe it off, and bacteria isn't going to transfer from person to person.
They stay pretty clean. I feel like how this is this one of the ones we use all the time?
Yeah.
And it looks brand new.
So we have actually shown this guy before. We can link the video like up here. But this guy is our dusting mitt, and this is actually a used dusting mitt. You can see some of the dirt on here, but they like, I feel like Norwex thinks of everything, because like this is like as simple as like putting on a glove and just like grabbing a hold of the surface you need to like dust, and then that's it. Like,
quick tip though, you can't just flip it around when you want to use the other side. The thumb doesn't work out, so you have to put it on your other hand.
did you try that?
I don't know.
Like we have, of course, we have Thor, a German Shepherd, and so one of the things that we like to do with this, well, Ryan just found out about this, but one of the things that is super nice is that you can put water on this. It's literally super safe to do, and then once you put the water on it, it'll pick up any like dog hair or any extra dust and dirt that has been like chilling
I see.
in the place. So good news there. Here's one of Ryan's favorite things in the world. It's called the dishcloth. There's no fun magic that happens with this. It does have these like little holes all throughout it, as you can see, and which makes it super, super easy to take off any messes when you're doing dishes. So what we like to do, it's a budget-friendly hack. These I think are like $11 for a pack of 2, and clearly they're huge. So I prefer to make them a 1/6. Ryan prefers a 1/4. You're gonna save so much money doing this. I think we're still using one.
Yeah, I think we've never switched from the first one.
Which we probably should eventually, but it's like, there's no reason to, because it's not even like, it holds up so well against everything. And we do all of our dishes by hand, you guys.
And because of the little holes, yeah, like it stays clean all the time, and that's probably why you never have to replace it, like ever. It's a no-brainer. So you can give some to your friends. Then they'll love you more. Free Christmas presents. I mean, we genuinely use these. It saves the amount of paper products we use. We don't use napkins. We have our own Norwex napkins. We don't use paper towels really. The last one, I think, is like the best one. And this isn't like the whole mop, but this is like the bottom to the mop system.
So this is the dust side, so the broom side. So you use it kind of like a Swiffer, and it rotates really well for that. And then this is your wet like pad, and you get it wet, and this is your mop. And the cool thing about this is that you do not have to use anything except for water. So you're cleaning your floors, all the grime, all the bacteria, everything comes up, and you don't even have to wash this every time. So you're saving the landfills of all the things that you're normally putting in, which for me is a huge win.
Can I go on a rant really quick?
If you want to.
So, let me just tell you, I've lived with like a million different people in a lot of different houses, all dudes, mostly dudes. A lot of the time we've had those like Swiffer systems where, not to knock Swiffer, but it's like you gotta pull the little thing, and then have you seen the ones where you like stick you got the wet pad, right? And you put it on your little like broomstick thing, and then you gotta like wrap it around and stick it in the little hole, and then while you're scrubbing stuff, it starts falling off, so then you gotta take your dirty little thing and try to stick it back on there. And then the other problem is that I feel like every time I go to like mop the floors, we're like completely out of those things. So then you gotta figure out who's gonna go buy more, which is a pain. And those things, the replacements are not cheap. So, and I love that this just Velcros on. Both of them do. And so, especially like the mop, like you just rip it off, you rinse it out in the sink, you stick it back on, it sticks right back on, it doesn't fall off. And
for the broom, you also get like this rubber brush, which I should have shown you, but we can show you guys, like we'll do like a demo and we'll show you like the rubber brush, just like you hold this over the trash can and the rubber brush will just like peel it off.
Is that what that thing is?
Honestly, it's a product that we believe in from a perspective of getting like your homes clean. It's a safe product. We wouldn't recommend anything that we didn't feel like we believed in, and something we use. And also from a sustainable standpoint, like a lot of these items are made from recycled plastics and recycled microfiber. So they even have like a recycled program that you can be a part of, where you send them in your old Norwex. Like the only con I will say, and Ryan will say this too, I'm pretty sure, is some of the products are extremely expensive if you are living on a budget. So it's something that you may have to really budget for to really attain. However, what I do is I sell Norwex, and that's how we can afford it.
So we just wanted to give you guys the lowdown on Norwex. Whether you buy through us or if you've got a friend or something that's trying to sell it to you, we just wanted to give you kind of the facts as we see them. Please check us out on Instagram at HeyOlexa. That's Olexa with an O. We're going to be going through a few details. Some of the items that we didn't cover here, we're going to go over the whole face and body wash system. We're going to do a little bit more info about how to avoid
mask knee.
Thank you. Also, this month we're trying to reach 100 subscribers. So if you would, subscribe to our channel. If you want to be reminded of when new videos are coming out, you can hit the little bell, and like this video if you found it helpful.
You guys, hitting that little subscribe button, turning it, I can't talk today. Turning the subscribe button from red to gray is not only really simple for you to do, but it's a budget-friendly option that would really help us out. And if you know us at all, we're all about budgeting. So
totally free.
Totally free. We would be elated if you would join us. We did look at some. Thanks. We did look at some of the stats. 60% of you guys are not subscribed, and it would truly help us out if you guys would subscribe. We're so grateful that you're here. Just hit the button for us. And as always, don't forget,
budget wisely
and compromise kindly.
See you guys next time.
See you later, guys.
So what are we talking about?
I know he's gonna kiss me again.
Yeah,
you're in my light. I told you.
We believe that financial literacy is the first step to financial